refuse to. So good. Not for me. That's saying a lot. What are you doing, Sally? We're matching a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to tell you about a lot of products that I love because you guys are always asking like what moisturizer are you using, what's your skincare, what's on your brows, or just asking me like your advice on what would work for you. Obviously I haven't tried every product on the planet, but I never do like monthly favorites or anything like that, and I don't know if I'm gonna be consistent enough to call it monthly, but I feel like every now and then telling you guys like obviously what I'm really loving, what I've been using consistently all the time is really helpful, so you guys know like what I actually think is really good. I am including some skincare, some makeup, but I'm also doing a couple health related things too. I am kind of in that place where I want to feel like I'm getting healthier and I'm doing things that are right for my body. So a couple things that I've been doing are taking supplements and also drinking something that I recently got introduced to, but I'm already in love. Like, it's been a quick one. So first let's talk about that, because I'm literally drinking it right now in my pretty little Starbucks cup. It's the Liquid IV. Now they did send this to me. I have a code. It's not an affiliate one, it's just a discount, and I think it's Amy_Erica, and it's 25% off plus free shipping. And I'm actually telling you guys that because I'm gonna use my code tonight because I literally only have 2 of the lemon lime left, and I love this one. The acai berry one is also good, but this is like my choice. Like, I want to get a big bag of it, but they're individual little sticks in here. It's basically like an electrolyte supplement, but it just boosts your hydration. So if you're like me and you're not getting enough water, and maybe like drinking just water alone isn't enough to keep you, you know, continually drinking it. I don't know how else to put that. You get what I'm saying. So this has been amazing for me, and I really want to try the passion fruit as well. So I think I'm going to order lemon lime and passion fruit, but the code's really good and like 25% off and free shipping. I hate paying shipping. So I'm really excited about that, and honestly I've been drinking it every single day. Next, I do want to tell you guys about my hum supplements. Now I've used multiple kinds and I've had a good experience so far with every kind that I've tried. I think next I want to try the probiotic ones, or prebiotic, or is it both? Right now I'm still taking the Collagen Love, and I also take the Beauty Z's as needed. Now these I just take if I feel like I'm gonna have trouble falling asleep, then I will take these. But the collagen is something I want to have in my routine like all the time, so this is one I would definitely recommend taking, especially if you want to keep your skin looking as good as you can. Then ingesting collagen is really how you're gonna get it done. I think I said in my last video, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, I didn't know that. And it was something I had to learn too, but collagen on the surface really doesn't do a lot for you. It doesn't go very deep into the skin, so it may give you that like little bounce on the surface of the skin, but it's not really doing a lot to help with your skin's like elasticity and firmness and all that. You really need to ingest it. Personally, I had been taking a powder, but it was messy, and there was something about it, like if I had moisture on my hands and it got sticky, it was like a weird turn off thing for me. I know that's silly, but for me a capsule is much easier because I can put all my little supplements together. So I definitely love these. I also really like the Arctic Repair ones. Those I need to pick up, but I'm still using my collagen. I actually want to use them both, and I'm excited to try other ones too because I feel like Hum has really good supplements. So that is that. One more thing that is sort of like health related, if you will, and it kind of is a body product, are deodorants. I have 2 that I like and 2 that work for me, and I can't seem to like let either one of them go. It's kind of weird because I like them both, and I kind of like them for different reasons too. The first one is the Native deodorant. So this one is the coconut and vanilla. Okay, so of the natural deodorants I've used, I've only ever found that Native and Kopari works for me. I like the way they both feel on my skin. They both have a nice scent to it. Again, the coconut, I think I'm leaning a little bit here for scent wise, but I feel like the Kopari one does a better job of masking any scent. Like if I'm working out or something like that and I know like I'm gonna be sweating a lot, I definitely always go for my Kopari because I feel like it works just a little bit better, but they're both really good. Now the reason that I mentioned both is because every time somebody asks me, hey, what deodorant do you use? Are you using a natural one? And I tell them, I'm like, hey, I like both of these because I feel like everybody's body chemistry is a little different, and your body will probably work better with one than the other. I just feel that to be the case. Like everybody I've talked to, if they say, no, Native didn't work for me, and I say Kopari, they usually like it, and vice versa. If they're like, no, I tried Kopari, it didn't really work for me, and I say, okay, try Native, they usually like it too. So I'm gonna link both below because I think they're both really good, and I just can't seem to make up my mind. Like I almost like switch them out interchangeably. Some would probably tell me to decide on one deodorant, but I refuse to. And one body product, I love Sol de Janeiro body products. Literally in general, like almost everything that they've come out with I've liked, but more specifically I really like the Brazilian Foreplay and the Boom Boom Cream. I think that's the correct pronunciation. I still like to say Bum Bum though. I don't care what you call it. It smells so good. This is actually, I don't know if I talked about it in my last empties or it's still in my like bin of empty products, but at any rate, I've already gone through several, some full size, some small ones, but either way, I love this so much. The moisture is amazing. I love that it gives you that little bit of like bounce and firmness to the skin, but the smell is so good. Oh my god, I love it. So I really like that one. And the Brazilian Foreplay I have had multiple bottles of, and I like this one because it leaves me still feeling clean, but I also feel moisturized afterwards. And I feel like with almost every other shower gel that I've tried, it's either I'm too clean and I'm like stripped feeling, or it's so moisturizing that I don't quite feel clean enough, if that makes sense. But I really love both of these. I like their body glow too, their glow motion or whatever it's called. They have hand cream, but honestly these two are my favorites, so I really like those. They also have the fragrance coming out, like not the body spray but like the perfume, and I may have to get that one too. Maybe I could smell like Bum Bum all the time. So I talked about this in my PR unboxing because I wanted to kind of keep you guys updated on what I'm liking that I get in PR, but this has literally been a staple ever since I got it, and I feel like if I don't use this for one day, I'm like missing out. So this is the Kopari Starry Eye Balm. So this obviously has coconut oil in it. I had never really used coconut oil on the face, but with this, it's the perfect place for it, is right around the eye. I've never really found eye creams that really hydrated my eye area. I'm super dry, and I think I said in my unboxing too that I have like a lot of potential lining right here where I get super dehydrated. Sometimes it would look creasy and dry and it felt like nothing was working, but this has honestly made like the biggest difference in my under eye area, and it's really nice under concealer too. It's been one of my all-time favorite skincare products for a while now, so I had to mention this guy. Another thing I want to tell you guys about, this is a gua sha and it is made of jade. So this is a stone and I've been using this to massage my face with, and I have honestly seen like the biggest difference using this that I never thought possible. I'm gonna be honest, like I like jade rollers, but I never felt like they really did anything because it's just like smoothly rolling all on the surface. But with this, I feel like I'm really getting in. I love doing it along my jawline, and it is like contracting those muscles. It's really good for your lymphatic system too if you're like me, and I've been waking up really puffy in the face, and this massage I can do, I love it right here and along the jawline. Those are like my favorite areas. Good massage up the neck as well, but I do feel like this makes a big difference. And I was very skeptical because like I said, the jade roller, I was like, yeah, it's nice. It's like a spa experience, but I never felt like it was really doing something for my skin. But this, I feel like it really does. The massage really takes away the puffiness right here, and I get a lot of like fluid buildup. You can just, that's just how it goes. So I feel like this really helps, and I'm surprised. Like I was as skeptical as anybody about products like these, but I really love them. One mask I have to talk about, which I feel like I could probably tell you guys this in every single favorites video ever, is the Glam Glow Super Mud. I love this for taking care of my skin when it comes to breakouts, clogged pores. This is what I reach for. This mask is really amazing. It does have some exfoliating acids in it, and it is obviously a mud mask, but this is the thing that I use whenever I have a breakout or I'm feeling like my pores are noticeably clogged, and when it's that time of month and I'm breaking out. It's just one of those things I absolutely have to have that product in my life. Otherwise, I'm not happy. I need it. So I just use it when I'm feeling like my skin is really in need of it, and I love to do that about once a week too, just to maintain like my pores being really clear. That seems to help me a lot overall. So I love Glam Glow Super Mud. Now, the one cleanser lately that has really gotten me is the Ulla Henriksen Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. This has been a staple ever since I got it in my Trend Mood box. I want to say, was this volume 1 or volume 2? I don't even remember now, but I really like this one. I always tell people I always double cleanse my skin, but I really wanted to give this a shot and see, will it really do what a double cleanse does for me? And I can honestly say I will use this by itself to remove makeup and cleanse my skin, and that's That's saying a lot. Now, I still prefer a double cleanse. I just feel like my skin is getting cleaner that way, and I love to incorporate this into my double cleanse as well. And you know, if you're in a pinch or it's just one of those days where you just cannot stand to take 20 minutes to do your skincare like I do most days, then this is a great one to grab and just removes everything. This even removed my eyeliner, like waterproof long wear eyeliner that typically I use an eye makeup remover for. This was really getting in there and getting it off. So I'm super happy with this. Also, it doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped or dry or like that like squeaky clean feeling that's like, maybe that went a little bit too far in like taking your natural oils away. This will still leave your skin really, really comfortable. I love the way that my skin feels after I use this. So that has been my cleanser of choice lately. Really quick too, I want to talk about the Volition Hibiscus Unspottable Correcting Oil. I actually have gotten another one of these since I showed this on my Instagram, and I love it that much. I am obsessed with oils, period, but I love that this one has like a dual benefit. It is obviously really, really hydrating, but it also helps to correct uneven skin tone. If you have spots, I always get some discoloration after being out in the sun. I know like in the summertime, if I take one trip to the beach, I'm going to be covered in freckles, and I typically get a splotchy discoloration on my forehead, so I know that's going to happen. So this is really, really nice, and I have to say this oil is very thin feeling, but it also leaves your skin really hydrated. If you're tempted to use an oil but maybe you don't want your skin to feel oily or look super shiny, then this one's great because my skin looks super healthy. But as you can see, it really sank into the skin, like everything is absorbed, and that was a lot to put on my hand, and my skin still like drank it right up. So I love, love, love this one. The serum's also good too, but I haven't really been using that one long enough to feel like I know 100% if it's working as well, but I absolutely love the oil, so I'm sure that the serum will be just as good, but this is one I've been reaching for a lot. I have a problem with moisturizers. Like I can never decide, and I always have a few in rotation just depending on how my skin is doing and what my skin is kind of craving at the moment, but I've got 3 moisturizers that I really love. I feel like though in this little assortment here, there's something for everyone, so depending upon what your skin type is, I feel like this is a good assortment, if you will, because my skin kind of goes from dry, oily, all over the place. I'm typically more dry, but I can get really oily. When my skin has been feeling super dry lately, I've been reaching for the Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Double Cream. Now this was the one that honestly, I was so happy that they came out with this, because their original moisturizer from their Truth line to me just wasn't enough moisture. It was very gel based. It was great for oilier skin or like combination, but I have some dry areas that it just won't do for. But this one is so, so good. So this is definitely a very rich cream, but like I said, the other moisturizer from the Truth line and the orange jar is definitely better for oily, maybe normal skin. But if you are dry and you want a moisturizer that smells like oranges and feels absolutely amazing on the skin, then this one is definitely for you. I absolutely love this one, and I was really impressed with this combo. I've always liked Ole Henriksen, but I never felt like, oh my god, this is holy grail status until I got these in my hands, and then I was like, yeah, I'm going to use those. So I'm really, really excited for those. I'm definitely going to continue to use them, and they have a new serum coming out, which I'm really excited about. So hopefully I will get my hands on that really soon, because I'm excited to have that as well. All right, the next one is the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisturizer. This one was like the one that I wanted them to come out with, and I just didn't quite know it because their other moisturizers were so lightweight that I didn't feel like they were enough for my skin. Like the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Moisturizer, I just didn't feel like it was doing enough for me hydration wise to where I couldn't really use it on its own. But this is so, so good, and it's definitely more creamy. It's not quite as rich as the Ole Henriksen double cream that I showed you, but this one's got some nice hydration to it. I feel like this is perfect for combo skin, normal skin, and even if you're dry and you want something a bit more lightweight, because this honestly sinks in so well. I just put some on my hand and it's like nowhere to be seen, but my skin looks really like luminous and healthy. So I feel like this is going to be great for someone who's like, I don't know, I'm not really dry, I'm not really oily, I'm just kind of in the middle. Then this is what you need to grab. Oh, I really love the spray too. I actually just got a backup of my Watermelon Glow spray. That one smells so good, but this one has a little tiny hint of banana, but it doesn't smell strong. So if you're like, I don't want to smell like a banana on my face all day, don't worry, it won't do that for you. You do smell it a little bit at first, but it really dissipates. I don't really smell anything now that it's like sunk into my hand, but so good. And I love this one for daytime for me. Even when I'm a little drier and, you know, I still need a little bit of hydration, I will use this under makeup and it's amazing. All right, and one that I can honestly say is going to be amazing for oily skin, but I also personally love, that's usually not the case, because if it's for oily skin, I'm like, not for me, because I need more hydration than that. But with this, that was not the case at all. So this is the Murad Nutrient Charged Water Gel. So this one is definitely a gel formula. It's very much lightweight. It's kind of like a very watery gel consistency, but this cushions the skin in such a nice way that I feel like it's really like wrapping my skin in hydration, if that makes sense. I'll go ahead and put on an oil after any serums that I use, and then use this last over my oil. So it works really, really well with one like the Volition that's a little bit more lightweight. It's a thin consistency. I'll put this on, I'll let it sink in for a few seconds, and then put this over top. And I feel like my skin is just so comfortable. It's like plush. It almost feels like there's honestly like a blanket of water just sitting on my skin, and it's so hydrated, and I love that combination together. So for me, wearing this alone, it might not be enough hydration, but it's so good over an oil. If you are oily, I feel like you will absolutely love this on its own, especially if you're combination, or maybe you're breakout prone too and you're using a treatment to clear your breakouts, but you're still getting maybe a little bit dehydrated from that. This would be a really good combination with that as well. And it's got a lot of other good ingredients too that kind of nourish the skin without being heavy. It's not creamy, greasy, anything like that. So absolutely love that one as well. All right, a little segue into makeup. We're gonna talk about some lip products that I absolutely need in my life. Especially like all winter long, I've been grabbing these, but it's all of my Nug products, and I literally have so many lip scrubs and lip balms by them, and I use them all the freaking time. Actually, 3 of these, I think all 3 of these are scrubs that I reach for constantly, because I've been getting like super dry skin on the surface of my lips that I can feel, and like prevents my lip from really being hydrated even when I put my balm on. And they're so nice. You can actually like massage them in and then let them kind of melt onto the lips, and they'll actually hydrate your lips as well. But I absolutely love the Cocoa Shine lip balm from Nug. This one's so good. I'm gonna put a little bit on now because my lips are dry. But I really love these from Nug because they're affordable. They've got really good they've got really good clean ingredients, and honestly they're just like some of the best that I've tried. They kind of like rival high-end lip products. Like to me, it kind of reminds me of the Bite lip scrub, where it is definitely, you know, gritty enough to really exfoliate, but it also feels like it kind of just smooths and hydrates the lips at the same time. But really good ingredients, super affordable, and I also have a discount code with them. I think it's just Amy, and it'll save you 15% off and give you free shipping if you're ordering 25 or more. If it were me, I would grab like a lip scrub, a lip balm, maybe a face mask or 2, and you'll be good to go. You can also check them out at Target. And there's only really one other lip balm I wanted to talk about, and that's the Winky Lux one. I just got these recently, and I had one in the past, and I don't know where it went. I feel like I used it twice and then I never found it again. This is the Unicorn Glimmer, I believe, but they have these like pH balms that will kind of change color on the lips. I'm gonna put this one on for layer in the lip products. And you can see it just like amps up the color of your natural lips. These also smell like cupcakes. It's not quite as nourishing as like my Nug lip balm, obviously, which is meant to be like super hydrating, but it gives like this little flush of color to where like if I'm running out the door and I haven't put a real lipstick on, I will grab this. Or maybe when your lips are just too dry to put on like a full-on matte lipstick or anything like that, it gives you just enough color to look like you got something on and you tried and you didn't just leave the house without anything on your lips. But that one I've used consistently since I got it. I actually don't have that many makeup products to talk about. You guys are probably gonna be like, It's like literally just what's been standing out to me lately. The e.l.f. putty primers are really good, surprisingly good. These have been the ones I've been reaching for. So I've mainly been using the Luminous and this the original Poreless putty primer, but the matte one actually is really good around my nose as well. So I can honestly say they have something for everyone. No matter what you're looking for, they definitely have a primer for you, and you cannot beat the price of these. It is like insanely low price, and they're so good. And I lied, I do have one more lip product to tell you about. Sorry. sorry. I just can't get it together today. But I really love these, and I feel like depending on what you want, you can definitely pick up one of these. I love the luminous all over. I love the matte putty primer just around my nose. And if I'm going like super quick, I'll put the Poreless kind of like just all over, but mainly in T-zone and cheeks, not really getting the perimeter, and I'm quickly like good to go. So definitely worth checking out the e.l.f. Poreless putty primers. They'll be linked below like everything else. So while we're talking about e.l.f. and while I've already lied to you guys and told you that I didn't have any more lips to talk about, I want to tell you that their seriously satin lip products are so good. $4 a piece, and I did an entire swatch video. They have the best colors, like every little wearable color that you could possibly need. I love the red. That one is cherry, and then the other one that I've been wearing a lot is creme. Such like a good perfect nude. I love to put this one with just like a darker lip liner, just a little bit darker, not too much, and then this in the center is so pretty. So highly recommend. No matter what color you're looking for, they've got something in that family. So worth it. And I'll try to remember to link the video as well. You can see all the colors in action. They're really good. All right, let's talk about brows. I have been literally using Benefit brows every single day. Anastasia and Benefit were the only brow products I would really consistently use, but here lately it's just been honestly Benefit. I actually have on Cabral today, and I don't wear that one as much as I do the pencils, but I really love it. It takes me just a little bit longer to do my brows because I feel like this is my more perfected look, whereas when I do my brows with my pencils, I can just like whip it out, head on the road, and I'm good to go. So the ones that I love are Goof Proof and Precisely My Brow Pencil, just depending on the day. Goof Proof is this one, and this is like my go-to when I'm in a hurry because I can quickly whip out a brow with this one. I love the shape of it. So when you get that little triangular tip like this one has, usually what I'll do is take the side, line my brows, and then I'll flip it upside down and use that little point to kind of flick hair strokes. It's so good and easy. Precisely My Brow Pencil definitely gives you a little bit more precision and definition if you're looking for that because it has such a small little point to it. I love this one for creating hair strokes in the front of my brow, getting that little tail perfectly like pointy, and sometimes I'll even use both pencils just depending on what mood I'm in, or I'll even use their foolproof brow powder and then just use the Precisely just in the front for hair strokes. That's a really good combination as well. And then no matter if I'm using Cabral, the brow powder, either one of the pencils, I always use the 24-hour brow setter. This has like been a staple for me. This one is actually about empty, and they sent me that box that had new ones in it, but you can tell like the gel of this is no longer clear. I've been using this so much. That's kind of embarrassing. It's really definitely time for me to swap them out, but this has been amazing, and I feel like it has the perfect amount of hold to where my brow doesn't look or feel crunchy, but it's held in place super well. So absolutely love that. One more thing from Benefit that for the longest time I didn't use, and I don't know why. I think I was just like stuck with a few bronzers that I really loved and I never reached for it, but I finally started using my Hoola Light bronzer. This is so good. It's warm enough, but it's not orangey. It's not too much for my fair skin. I have it on today. I did a little bit down the neck as well, but I love the perimeter of my face with this one, especially right now when I'm like fairer because we're just coming off of winter. But the Hoola Light is so good. It's such a nice light shade. It's just so pretty. So I really highly recommend their bronzers. Of course, everything will be linked below, and I love a bunch of other Benefit stuff that I received lately, but those were like the standout. Like right now I've been using them all the time. Speaking of, also the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I've already talked about how much I love this, but I can honestly say it's been the only concealer I've been reaching for lately, and this is, in my mind, the only dupe for Shape Tape that I found. Like there's been some others that are like, oh, it's close to Shape Tape, it could be the next Shape Tape, but I'm like, no, they haven't really done that. This is the only one that's done that for me, and I feel like the formulas are remarkably similar. Really good coverage. It's even a little slightly matte the way that the Shape Tape is, so highly recommend. You definitely need to check this one out if you're looking for a good dupe or you just want something really good and affordable. This is it for you, and they have a good color range too, so check them out. One more product that I keep reaching for that honestly, like, I don't even know if they still make this or not, but it's just so good. If you see these highlights from Pixi, this is the Glowy Gossamer Duo. This is in the shade Delicate Dew. You can see how like beat up this is. Like I have gone to town on this so much, and it has two different shades which I really like. Typically I'll mix the two together to kind of create the perfect tone that I want. This is a bit more pink and cool, this one a bit more golden. So just depending on what look I'm going for, I know I can reach for one or the other or a good combination of the two, but they are so reflective. shiny, and honestly worth every penny because Pixi's not like super cheap. It's affordable, but still, you know, I think it's like around $15 for most of their products, and this was well worth it. I've been using it every single day and it gives me that like glowy wet look, and it doesn't accentuate texture. It's so good. So highly recommend this from Pixi. The eyeshadows that I've been reaching for lately have been pretty much exclusively ColourPop. Like, yes, I dabble in different palettes all the time. I've been going for the colorful palettes because you guys know I love color, and I like to do like kind of a monochromatic kind of color story. The past couple of days I have played around with Orange You Glad, and then also I wore the Honey. Honey. Anyway, I wore this, I posted on Instagram. I love the look that I came out with. It was just yellow and golden and beautiful. But I have a lot of these. I also really love the Lilac You A Lot one. These are actually my newest ones and the ones that I actually love the most as well. The other colors that I've had longer are also beautiful, don't get me wrong, but the color stories of the yellow and the orange and the lilac, I feel like they really knocked it out of the park. It's got a beautiful formula as well, and you just can't beat it for the price. So I just wanted to throw those in there that I really do love these. And then lastly, I think this is the last thing I want to talk about. I used the Hank and Henry liner today, and I have been using this liner every single day. I actually have on one of their palettes today too, which is amazing, but it's my first day using that. But this liner has been the only liner I've been reaching for when I have been doing a wing. It is the Slick With It liner, and I have it in the shade Blickety Black. This does have a brush tip, which I tend to prefer over felt. I feel like my precision is better with this one, and I don't know, it's just something about this is so good. Ever since I used this one, it's kind of like pushed all of my other liquid liners to the side, and it has been amazing. So that is it for my favorites right now. Let me know, do we share any favorites? Are these some of your guys' favorite products? I'm curious to know, and if you feel like there's some holy grails out there that maybe I'm missing on, then leave that in the comments below as well. And I will have every single item we talked about. I will link it below. If I'm missing anything, please remind me in the comments, but I think I should be able to get everything listed for you guys. If I have any coupon codes that could save you money, I will put those down there as well, just in case you're interested. And yeah, I will have everything down there for you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging with me for a little bit, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!